Hello and welcome to For the Love of Baby Boomers show. This is your host, Dolores Clybert, and I want to say welcome to everyone who is listening. Today we have a show that is going to be full of color and energy. We're talking about seasonal changes on baby boomers, the effects that the season fall, to be specific, has on us as physical and mental, all the things we go through this season. So to do this, we have a guest with us today, and his name is Daniel Bernard, and he is going to be talking with us as our guest. So let me introduce him. He's my brother, by the way. So, he might act a little silly but when it comes to me. But Daniel, welcome to the show.
Well, Debbie, you got that about half right, but go ahead.
Oh, by the way, he calls me Debbie, but y'all know me as Dolores. It's all right. That's my love name from my brother. So Daniel, how is this season? How has fall been treating you? But my first question really is, what do you like or don't like about the fall season?
Well, let's keep it to the like side. One of the things I like is the fact that it's changing. The heat is going away. Being in this, it can be overbearing, but it's breaking now. So I like that. The second thing I like is you have to change your schedule. So the things that we normally would do during the hot summer months, we have to move the hours around and do things at a different time to keep the joy and happiness going.
Okay. So, yeah, we have longer nights and shorter days kind of thing. And I know you as a early morning person. So, how has it been for you with the, getting up early and the temperature change?
Well, I like it. One, when I am an early person, so you're absolutely correct about that. But for me, it actually gives me more time to walk in peace. So I can still get up at my normal time and walk, and people are not moving around yet. They haven't started going to work back and forth. I'm talking about my exercise when I walk. So it's cool. I have to wear a few more long sleeve shirts every now and then, like this morning. But for the most part, it's just beautiful. It's quiet. It's quiet and beautiful.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know, which is most everyone, my brother is he's on a mission. His mission is to lose weight and to get fit. And he's been doing this by walking every day, and he is accomplishing his goal. So Daniel, before we go into everything else, tell us, this is really good stuff for the people to hear. Tell us about your goal when it comes to weight loss and what you have been doing, and how is it working for you?
Well, the end result is working fine. I lost 17 pounds in the last. Yeah, I'm excited.
Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah. So you lost 17 pounds in the last, what, how long?
I'm going to say a month and a week, maybe a little longer, but not much longer than that. Yes, 17 pounds. Came down from 305 to 288, I believe it is.
Okay, hear that, boomers. Okay. So, with the seasonal changes, there are things that happen to us, of course, mentally, physically, our health. And mentally, we need to stay engaged and connected, joyful, about the season and stuff. I would like to know, what do you do during this season? What do you find yourself doing to keep your mental state happy and joyful and connected?
I'm a little different from a lot of people in that I don't mind walking dark, nor do I mind walking when it's dark at night. So typically I walk the subdivision, and that gives me 2.5 miles, and it's peaceful. So I get to think about things and enjoy it as I'm walking. And that's the biggest change of the seasoning, when you walk at night, you tend to have less dogs, less cats, less people. Or when I say early morning like that, you have less traffic. And so for some people that would be lonely, for me, that's fine. I like it. I'm in hog heaven then.
Okay. Well, I do want to just make a disclosure. We hear differences when it comes to this interview. My brother Daniel is in the state of Georgia calling in. So if you hear some noise or different variations in the sound, it's coming from the connection that we have. But other than that, we do hear you clearly. So let's continue. When it comes to community and family, we also need to, when it comes to the fall, things change. Like I mentioned, the day and the night, the length and everything. What do you do when it comes to community, or when it comes to you and your family, to stay connected with the family, to stay connected to the community as a boomer?
Okay, one of the things I do, and my other half is Joanne, is she's not an early person.
Okay.
It's a tract, right? She's not an early person, but what I do is when she decides she wants to walk, I give her that. I just know I'm going to walk extra, and I do it. She likes to walk the mall, and she likes to walk the mall on the weekends. So at that point, alter my schedule. I may still do my walking schedule, but I spend time walking with her through the malls or what have you, because she's not one to be by herself, isolated and walk. When she's in the park, she's either walking with a big stick, or she's walking at a time when it's very populated. So I understand her concerns. I give her that. I just say, when you going to walk? And I man up and go.
All right. And for those, again, Joanne is his beautiful wife. And yeah, she likes to walk the mall, I know. Yeah. As boomers, we're getting older, and sometimes this weather tends to wreak havoc on our bones and our joints. Do you feel the difference? Do you suffer from arthritis or anything like that?
Really not, Debbie. I'm going to let you talk about that. How you feel with your arthritis?
Look, I'm a boomer, but hey, I'm like 16. I don't have any of those illnesses. That's a lie. But I actually don't have arthritis, so I don't feel it. But when I get cold, I just get cold, and I just warm up, and I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
What I would say to people who are not used to the weather change, but they want to keep their exercise going, check your for the ladies, the long pants, tight pants, whatever you wear that's comfortable for the change in weather, for the pickup of the wind. Be prepared to have it. Wrap it around your waist. You need a scarf, wrap it around your waist. You don't need it, keep it around your waist. If you need it, wrap it around your neck. Because the wind will pick up, the temperature will drop. Protect yourself. And just walk and have fun.
Okay, and have fun. Do you go to different festivals in your area and do things like pick apples? I know you don't, but what do you do for fun in this season?
Let me help you out. The answer is no. But poker game, yeah, I could do that. But generally, what we do together is the mall. We walk together when we can. Our schedules are totally different. Everything else is pertaining to the house and where we're at. But our two outdoor things is the mall, getting what we need for the house, getting what we need for the winter. We do those things together. And we take the long way, by the way. One of the things we do is when we park at either Kroger, Publix, or wherever we're shopping at, we actually park further away from the store. And that adds a little bit of foot walking, but it does count when you have a step counter. You'll notice a difference when you start parking away from your building that you want to go to, whether it be a grocery store, a doctor's office, or what have you, and walking to it. Of course, Joanne and I do it together. For those of you who are single or have a partner, it's best to do it together.
All right. Okay. I hear you until you get a little upset. Then you're going to be, I don't know who she is. I left at home.
I I turn on the sports channel and just be like, okay, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Walking, giving yourself that little extra steps, and not because you have maybe handicap parking. If you're feeling good that day, park a few spots down and do the walking. I like that. Yeah.
Most grocery stores have the parking places in the front, and I'll go to the furthest end, but line up with the door. Like if I go to Sam's or Walmart's or something like that, you can see I'm always on one of those two rows, but further away. This way, when I come out, I know I'm walking straight to it.
Okay, yeah, we going in and out, but we gonna work with this. So that's good. That's good stuff. A couple of things I do want to add to that is a lot of us don't stretch. It doesn't matter who you are, a boomer, XZ, or Gen Y, whatever. Stretching is really, really important for everybody. And it doesn't matter the season. But I wanted to mention that because I, for one, am not a stretcher, but I know I need to do that. And I want to encourage everyone that's listening to do some stretching in the morning, in the afternoon, whenever you think about it. Bend down, try to reach that penny that's on the floor. Things like that. So, yeah, we want to do that. And we want to take care of ourselves, not just our limbs and everything, but safety-wise as well. I would like to mention that. Protection. And if you need apparatuses like canes or walkers or anything like that, carry it with you. So in addition to all of that, there is times when people have accidents. They may fall, they may trip, or things like that. And as a boomer, I have an apparatus. It's called a medical alert. Are you familiar with a medical alert, Daniel?
I am familiar with medical alerts. You mentioned it to me several times. I personally don't have one, but I do know it's helpful.
Wait a minute. You went out. You said you personally don't have one?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But this is something that happened to me a while back. We were in the mall of Georgia. We were walking. I was walking. I'm sorry, I was by myself. And a lady was walking behind me, and she'd come up alongside of me and asked me, was I okay? I felt fine, and I told her I was. And then she introduced herself and said, well, I was walking crooked. I didn't know I was walking crooked. She knew what was going on in her family, the men in her family, and they were overweight like I was. And what she was alluding to was that it was probably a precursor to a possible stroke, not necessarily to a stroke itself, but a precursor when your brain can't hold your balance. I did not notice this, and I think I talked with you about it before. And very nice about our conversation and what she said. And the little things that she picked out turned out to be true. I realized that I was walking crooked, but in my brain, I was walking straight. And since then, I encourage people, and especially since I'm on this podcast, have a walking partner. And if you don't have a walking partner, it is key that where you're walking, have a conversation with someone. Don't be afraid to walk with them, because this lady didn't know me from Adam. And me being as tall as I am and at 305, whatever I was at that point, I can imagine she did not want to talk to me, but she had to cut. And I'm grateful, because since then, I went to the doctor, they examined me, they said, okay, yeah, you need to drop weight, you're on the border of everything. Being my health was a border of all such sorts of problems. I guess what I'm trying to get across to your audience is, if you walk alone, yes, do your stretching at home, the staircase, the chairs, the tables, all that's yours. Put your foot up there, stretch the calves, the thighs. When you're done and you're walking and you don't have a partner, know where you're walking and talk to everyone, because when everybody's comfortable with you, you're comfortable with them and you're not alone.
All right. We are not alone. I like that. And we're getting ready to end this first segment and go to commercial. But I want to say to the baby boomers, one, I want to welcome you and thank you for being on this segment. And I want to say to the boomers, we'll be back.